Hey, this is Mike. It's May 8th, 2023, and we're going to take a tour of the Pro Wrestling Mini Museum. Done a few of these before, but never really a walkthrough, which is what we're going to do today. So you see we've got some of the women right here. Here's a highlight. This is a dress used by Sensational Sherri when she was with Randy Savage as the Macho King. Here you've got a Brie Bella cape. Not a lot of Bella stuff out there. So I know opinions vary on them. And here you've got your classic WWF wall. And of course, what's more classic? I like the signed magazines, and this is probably my best one. You got Hulk Hogan and Rowdy Roddy Piper on the July 1985 edition of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Rockin' Wrestling, Wendy Richter with Cyndi Lauper. Of course, can't have classic WWF without the Macho Man Randy Savage. That's a cut signature from a piece I own, and that bandana in the backing is actually an original from the 80s. Over here, you've got a pair of Brutus Beefcake's armbands. Then we move over. We've got some Four Horsemen memorabilia, including a pennant from the 80s. Another PWI cover signed by the 1988 lineup, or at least I should say the mid 1988 lineup. Got some Ric Flair covers, a War Games program signed by many of the guys in it and the managers. Got a nice Owen Hart and Yokozuna, two tough signatures to get. Here we got a little AWA action. Of course, I'm sure you all remember the Remcos. This one's signed by Baron Von Raschke. This one, you got both fabulous ones. Here you got Stan Hansen with the AWA title, Nick Bockwinkel. There's a few pictures. You got a Chris Jericho promo. If any of you are familiar with Pro Wrestling World, this was advertising one of their signings. Here you've got a ring-used mask from B. Brian Player of the Killer Bees. Classic Missy Hyatt poster. Then you've got the world-class area. So some highlights here. You've got Kevin Von Erich, Kerry Von Erich, Freebirds signed by Hayes and Roberts, Matt Bourne and Buzz Sawyer. I got Pringle and Bourne. Sawyer was long gone by this time, unfortunately. Got a nice ring-worn piece here from Buddy Roberts when he managed the Samoans. Here's a signed figure you're not going to see every day. You've got Steve Austin as Stunning Steve Austin. Then you got a little bit of everything in this area. You've got Bobby Heenan's 1994 Reader Award from WCW Magazine for being Announcer of the Year. Got a DX photo signed by everybody but Triple H. Got The Rock over here, Stone Cold. Got Carmella's outfit from the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. Got an Arn Anderson vest from Slamboree. I think it was, uncensored. It was uncensored 99. You got the Dangerous Alliance with Paulie signed. Some magazines. Then we're going to go over to the ECW area. Some highlights here. You've got an original Triple Threat shirt, not a copy, signed by Shane Douglas and Francine. Got some signed photos, including the Public Enemy. This is an actual top worn by Buell McGillicuddy. You see the photo right there. More ECW. You see a Taz singlet. Then we move over to some Midnight Express stuff. Big fan of the Midnights. You can see this poster is showing its age. Down here, you've got, I'm going to pull this out. Try to pull it out. You've got this famous Inside Wrestling cover, and it is signed by everybody. Which, there's a few more out there since Paulie did a signing with High Spots, but not too many. Then you've got a top worn by Melina. Recent big addition, you've got Miss Kitty / the Cat 5-piece outfit that she wore when accompanying Chyna. Still waiting for the photo to go with that. Not a lot of Chyna stuff out there, so to me, this is the next best thing. Got some Ric Flair robe pieces. This goes to the blue robe that he wore at Starrcade 83, which also kind of has its own display. Love this program signed by Flair and Race. Race, unfortunately, no longer with us. A replica belt. And here's some pieces. A couple of them are from the 2K release that year. So you've got some sequins, and then you've got a robe piece with the sequin, and then you got a feather from the robe. You can see this one at Wrestle War 90, and he wore this quite a bit throughout his career. Got a 4 Horsemen banner, more Flair stuff. Another AWA set signed by Flair and Larry Zbyszko. A little more modern, you got a Deonna Purrazzo t-shirt. Got a Devon Dudley used outfit from the Ruthless Aggression era. Percy Pringle original jacket worn in World Class in the USWA. Got some magazines displayed over here, a few gems. Famous Jerry Lawler cover. Got one signed by Dusty and Nikita. Got this one signed by everyone on the cover. Got one signed by Hogan and Bruno. I think there's only a couple of these out here. The famous Mid-South cover, which they recently recreated for the women in Impact. That is signed by everyone on the cover except Terry Gordy. And start closing it out. You got a favorite act of mine, The Beautiful People. Got this great banner. Got a set of Angelina Love's ring gear. Right behind it, we got Velvet Sky. This was worn at Lockdown against Gail Kim. And we have a set of Velvet's boot covers. And then we got another whole women's area. A lot of trading cards. Got some Trish Stratus. Gotta have some Trish Stratus. And you'll see there's some displays within the displays. Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, Paige, who is known now as Saraya. So that's basically the gist of it. You got a Bayley headband, Connor's Cure. There's a picture of her with the headband. But yeah, that's the museum now. Hopefully I'll have some more cool pieces to show you soon. Thanks for checking this out.